Hello, my friends from Grace Management. It's Donna Cutting from Red Carpet Learning. It has been a minute since we have seen each other, a minute and a lot of hair. As a matter of fact, I think it was about 2+ years ago that we were together at this very event talking about rolling out the red carpet for your residents and your prospective residents and their family members. And little did we know how much the world would change at that point. I want to start by honoring and acknowledging everything that you have done, the way you have risen to the occasion with tremendous positivity and grace to keep things going for your residents, your prospective residents, their family members, and your team members during this very challenging time. And I know it feels like it's never ending, and it is true that this pandemic has changed everything. You're seeing it in your staffing, and we are going to change some of the ways that we work in this country, and some of that can actually be a positive thing. I really believe that there's light at the end of this tunnel, and that light means that we are going to create some practices that are better for everybody in the workplace, both your team members and your residents and your prospective residents and their family members, but also that we are going to use this time to connect on a more loving, human level, which, as you know, if you remember meeting me a couple of years ago, that's what the Red Carpet Way is all about. So I want to just quickly leave you with 4 ideas to keep you going during this very challenging time. Number 1 is take time for self-care. I know it may feel like you don't have time for it, but you don't have time not to, because if you do not put back into yourself, you will have nothing left to give. So ground yourself in the present, even if it's only for a 5-minute little meditation. Ground yourself in the present. Take time to take care of yourself so that you can continue to take care of others. Number 2, remember we talked about all of those incredible stories that your team members create every single day, and I certainly saw that during the pandemic as I was watching from afar. But we talked about telling those stories and sharing those stories and talking them up. And you know what? From a marketing perspective, the media did not do senior living any favors. And so we have got to be intentional about shifting the story from just the little pieces that they tell to the whole picture. And the whole picture is full of love and joy and giving and purpose. And not only is that going to lift the spirits of your team members and your residents, but it's going to be one of the things that attracts new people to come and work at Grace Management. Number 3, and this is particularly for those of you who are executive directors, it is time to really start listening to your team members. Listen, actively listen. Hold those listening sessions that we may have talked about, or I know I certainly talk about a lot in videos, with your team members, and use what they're telling you to collaborate to create the future of your workplace. It's not going back to normal, and so the best thing you can do is actually work with your team members to create a space where everybody wants to work. And last but not least, continue to roll out the red carpet. All of those little movie moments, those surprise and delights that we talked about, their name on a parking space, or flowers, or a special treat, or that personalized surprise and delight. These are moments of joy that you are creating for other people. And isn't that what we need today, is just more and more moments of joy. I honor you. I acknowledge you. I am cheering you on. And thank you so much for everything that you have done over the last couple of years, and that you continue to do to be lights in the lives of others.